What's up? Doing a quick update. It is the 25th of August and things are going swell. They're not going the way as I would like to see or experience them going, but life happens, shit happens. Some people like you, some people want to destroy you. Nonetheless, I'm just sticking to recovery and choosing to believe that the harder the journey, the bigger the blessing. A wise man once told me that, and it makes a lot of sense. Sometimes it feels like the enemy just wants to rip you away from your objective and making sure that you're okay, you're like sane mentally, and it's tiring. It's really tiring to have to deal with so much negativity, like so much prejudice against like your person or like whatever you bring to the table. Like it's really sad, but at the end of the day, like you just have to remember what's meant for you will be for you. And I can't think of a greater blessing to have a good relationship with my God. I can't put it into words. Like I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I'd rather not display that. I'm saddened by the comments that people continually make against my person in the environment that I'm at. I've had really good friends, and it's challenging. It's challenging. What I'm trying to say, it's really challenging working with a bunch of people who are recovered addicts and people who have been through an addiction and have their mindset on not being open and not taking in suggestions and not, like, I know I have, like, I'm limited my resources in having the answer for like everyone's personal problems. Like I have, you know, I mean, by nature, like I don't know everything. I don't think I'm above anyone. I don't claim or have that like facade of thinking that. But unfortunately, there's people who get satisfaction off of your hurting, and there comes a point where like you're strong, and you're being so strong about like rejecting that vibe. But when it comes down to it, like it does sting a little bit. Like, I mean, let me breathe a little. I mean, we're in recovery. We're supposed to like motivate each other. We're supposed to listen to each other's stories. Like, where do you come from? Where do you come from? Like, what are your triggers? What are not your triggers? Like, what grinds your gears? What doesn't grind your gears? And I'm a very communicative person. Like, if I put limits and boundaries in a relationship or a friendship, it's not for my personal gain. It's for respect. It's for respect. And it's hard. It's really hard and difficult, like, to try to convince people to open their minds. It's really hard because things may have worked for them, or a certain way worked for them, or they may be used to getting their way with other friends, or they like. One of my primary principles with my friendships is that I appreciate independence. I appreciate independence in the sense that I take care of myself, you take care of yourself, and the quality time that we spend together, fucking badass. Like, you take care of your meal, I'll take care of my meal, let's go out to eat lunch. I don't have to baby you, or like, not because we live in the same house setting, I'm gonna have to be responsible in taking care of your needs, especially when it comes to your personal needs. Like, I can help you with your emotional needs. I can give you a hug. I can, like, I mean, things that are like at my reach, I'm more than willing to help you. But when it comes to the point where you obligate me to do favors, or you don't measure the way that you talk to me, or you don't check your tone, or you see that I'm busy, I'm struggling to get like meet a deadline, or and here you are thinking that I need to stop everything to cater to your personal needs. I'm just gonna share something that happened. Like, I had a group of our volunteers that were like, order or get us a lift we're gonna use Lyft, and have it take us in a certain place. And I was like, okay. And so I did the ordering. I sat there and I was like, okay, so it's gonna be a blue car. It's gonna get here in 7 minutes. I have to go back and work whatever I'm working on. And they're like, okay. I mean, by all means, 4 minutes passed, and one of the guys in that group's like, what the hell? What car is it gonna be? Like, what color? Like, did he give us any information? I was like, whoa, hold on a second. I told you guys, the fact that you guys were all on your phones, like, you can't just put pressure on one person and expect for it to be okay. Like, you just can't. I mean, as much... Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian, I call you Sebastian. Yes. Say hi to the people. Okay, say hi. I know you love me. All right. Okay, I love you too. As much as I try to put aside egos and put aside a lot of bad feelings, it's hard. It's really hard, because there comes a point where continuity, like, I do as much as I can to change and to adjust to your accommodations, like to accommodate your needs, being a person responsible for making sure the well-being of everyone that's in recovery. Like, I do the best that I personally can, but so much weight on one person, and that person's like, hey, I have feelings too. Hey, like, understand, like, I also would like to open up. I also would like to share. I also would like to contribute. And I may be compulsive. I'm a very compulsive person in the sense that I would like things to be done a certain particular way. And it comes to the point where if I ask a favor and that favor is not being met or not being done in a way that I know it's not bothering you, then I'll take the initiative to finish it. So in that sense, like, it's part of my compulsivity. Like, if I'm gonna get angry on the fact that you're not willing to contribute and be a team player, if I'm gonna be angry, then I might as well just handle whatever needs to be done without having to meet the repercussions. And the repercussions is only like getting scolded and getting yelled at only. But that alone is a little bit it weighs in on you, dude. But I'm just trying to find my resources. I'm trying to find people that I can, like, sponsor me. I don't know, because I have so much going on and I want to be here. There's not a day that goes by where I know that God has intentionally placed me here and has made it very clear. This is where you're supposed to be. This is where you're meant to be. And I accept that calling. I really do accept that calling. What I don't accept is the maltreatment of my colleagues, per se, in expecting that I bring down the moon and stars for them. I don't. I'm only one person, and a lot of the favors that I try to accommodate to your needs are because they're at my reach. I know how to order a Lyft, like ordering a Lyft. You would think in today's time, I mean, if you can work Facebook, if you can work Pornhub, you could more than likely work a Lyft app or Uber, whatever platform you need to order. And so it's a little bit overwhelming. I just wanted to vent so you guys can know that recovery is not at all easy. And if someone's gonna watch this, like, watch it, get a kick out of it. I would love to hear your story, your conversations, because as much as I like ramble on about a subject, sometimes it is necessary to just put it out there and let people know, like, this is going on in my life. This is what I don't like about what's going on in my life. Like, generally, I know myself very well. I think I know myself very well. And sometimes it's just like, it feels like the whole world is against your well-being. And as much as you try to prove to everyone consistently, it's so hard. And then to be able to smile through this and let you know exactly like what bothers me. And I mean, whoever sees this, and if it's people that I know, if you see this and you're offended by whatever I'm talking about, maybe, I don't know, maybe I work as much as I can with my emotions, with my well-being, with adjusting to your accommodations, adjusting to your needs. I adapt very well. All I'm saying, and then to make a lesson out of this, everyone, you have to understand, like, everyone is entitled to feel their emotions. Everyone should be able to have that, like, respect of, like, knowing, oh, well, he's occupied. Of, like, reading the signs, reading the body language, I mean, not everyone knows what that's like. Not everyone's been to school for it. And that's the other thing. I get a lot of claims like, oh, because you think you have a degree, you think you're better than us, or you think I don't. Simply, I love knowledge. I love being informed about a lot of things. I just really wish you would respond positively instead of attacking and missing out on a huge opportunity and getting to know me. So to finish this video, finish this event, all I'm saying is if you have a buddy in addiction and that buddy constantly can't find his place, he can't find his name, or if you have a brother, a sister, an uncle, and they're constantly relapsing, or they're constantly, it might be the environment. It might be the environment. And I'm not saying like everyone else needs to change to accommodate the addict's need. No, but there are things that can be done so it can be like a union. And I'm very passionate about helping people. I'm very passionate about helping people, and I can tell you that with a straight face because I love helping people. I know that through the act of service, a lot of blessings come through with it. And it's not because I'm like counting or collecting blessings. No, it's because it makes me feel good. Come at night, when I bend my knees, when I make prayer, when I make contact with my higher power, I make sure that I thank him for the great and the bad. And it's tough. I'm telling you, it's tough to have to undergo constant put downs, constant negativity, constant like vibes, and you know, they call you arrogant, they call you egocentrismo, egocentric, and to me it's just kind of like, all right, I'll take it in. I mean, I do tend to ask, what can I do to work on that? Like, what can I do to work on that? But like, if you're just gonna tell me just to attack me, like, write a message, write me a letter. But if you're just gonna tell me, like, if you are gonna tell me to put me down, I mean, that to me is an attack. That to me is letting me know you just don't want to invest any effort into the friendship. And so to me it's just kind of like, all right, cool. I don't lose out on hard emotions because you may not like me. I've been sleeping well. It doesn't faze me, but it is a little bit upsetting to have to go through this after constantly trying to just come out and try to do the best and try to be positive about everything, and still smile and still grant you that smile and still grant you that help. Like I said, addicts have this mentality that everything is like their desires, their needs, and it's like that and above anything else. I can tell you because I've been like that in my life. there has to come a point where I have to understand, like, all right, dude, you're doing you well. You're doing you well. And so with that being said, the harder it gets, the bigger the blessing. And so I'm gonna leave you guys with that. If you have a friend, buddy, with someone with struggling with addiction, let them know it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It has to get better. And so these hiccups that happen, these setbacks, these drawbacks, like, oh, I don't want him to be happy. I don't want him to. Boo-hoo. At the end of the day, in your deathbed, hopefully you reach to that point when you're old, wrinkled, and you have the people that love you the most and are around your bed. That to me is beautiful. But leave you with that. Take care, fam. I love you. I love me. Most importantly, I love Jesus. And I'm not afraid to say it.